Hey everyone, my name is Grace Wells, and if you are watching this video in April of 2020, then you, like myself, are most likely in lockdown right now due to COVID-19. I live in the UK. We've been in lockdown for about 3 weeks now, and it started off not fun, definitely not fun, but at least it was novel. We were coming up with things to do. We were doing face masks, we were reading books. We were just kind of reveling in the spare time. Now it's gotten to the point 3 weeks in where we're all kind of going a little bit crazy and we all need new projects and new fun things to do. So today we're gonna do something a little different, a little strange, and honestly, it's just for fun. It's just to get creative. We are going to recreate an influencer style shoot, 2 influencer style shoots actually, in this flat, which is a little bit tricky because I think influencers typically are known for their kind of street style, street fashion shoots. So there's a lot of outdoor content, but we're gonna try to take it inside and set up some influencer style shoots and setups. And as always, my flatmates are going to be my guinea pigs because they love me and they have no choice. All right, let's do this. Okay, so the first setup that we're going to do is kind of a lazy morning, breakfast in bed, I woke up like this kind of shoot. I was partially inspired to do this by an influencer called Audrey Rivet, but I've seen this plenty of times. I think a lot of influencers do this. I think it's like a pretty classic, iconic sort of setup.
So the first thing I grabbed was this wooden breakfast tray, and it actually does fold out like so, but for this shoot I decided to lay it flat on the edge of a bed. I then got this simple gray plate and this two-toned gray mug, and I popped those down onto the tray. Next I grabbed a bouquet of flowers and I arranged a couple onto the tray for a nice floral touch. And I also grabbed a throw blanket and I placed that on the bed. And then finally, I chose this small New York City inspired notebook and one of my favorite candles for the finishing touches. Okay, so as you can see, we are now in the kitchen and I'm actually going to make some pain au chocolat for our little set. 75% because I think that they will make the set look a lot nicer and more homey. 25% because I'm very excited to eat one afterward. Or 2. Jackie, am I doing this right?
Yeah, you just need to roll them.
Okay, so I've just put the pain au chocolat in the oven and I'm gonna start with our second setup for our second shoot, which is going to be a kind of boss babe, working from home, getting it done, productivity queen shoot. Does that make sense? I think it does, right? So we're gonna have a setup at a desk with a laptop and stationery and probably a cup of coffee again because you can't get enough coffee. And that's going to be our second shoot of the day. So very briefly before we start, I'm just gonna run you through the equipment that I'm using today. I actually just took a few kind of still life product shots of the setup that I have just because I figured why not. So I used a 50mm 1.8 on my Canon 6D for that, just so I could kind of get, you know, a narrower depth of field for the product shots. For the influencer shots, I'm going to be using just my kit lens, my Canon kit lens, which was the 24-105, so there's a lot more range. I'm gonna be keeping it at quite a wide angle because I kind of feel like with these influencer photos, they tend to be taken on smartphones, and if you want to emulate a smartphone type look, you want to go for a wider angle. Here, on a blanket. So don't light my bed on fire, is number 1. Okay, hold this. I'll have you just look out the window. Amanda, tell Jackie's story, and Jackie, pretend you're interested.
My cousin got so drunk last night with her parents.
Oh, I like this with the head tilt. Yes, I like that too. But don't look at me, look at me. Yeah. I like that. Look at it.
I just laughed.
Yeah, just laugh. Let's do, okay, so I'll have to hold that. Yes. So just like lie on your belly this way. Looks so good.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaggy.
Okay, I think we're done.
Your turn.
But it's beautiful. You can't take this away from me.
We'll start like we did before. We'll go like down flat. Aww. She's sweet.
She is so sweet.
Oh, I kind of like that. Look up again.
This is giving me campaign flashbacks. Hold the book.
And then look at me again.
Should I hold the coffee?
Yeah, not quite so far. Maybe more like here. Gorgeous.
Like one as big as the one from the apple.
Do a couple looking out the window. I'm quaking. This is like a booty workout. Do a couple looking at me, I think. And maybe lean on that arm. Yeah.
Your position.
Okay, good. You're done.
Amanda!
You are a model.
What kind of cheese we got going on here?
Green. Should I? Okay, so yeah, first you're just gonna look at the computer and build animation.
Pretend you're writing your dissertation.
I'm actually sweating, y'all. You are beautiful.
Yeah, 20% of this company. Only 20? Oh my god! She looks like she is a CEO of something.
Okay, I think we're done. Mainly because.
Proud of you.
I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna guess no because my school was weird. Knowing the single ladies dance was like a status symbol in the 6th grade for us. Like if you knew the single ladies
You were
dance,
cool.
you were cool. Thank you, ladies.
Alright, that's it for today's video. If you're interested in me doing a future video on how I edited the photos, definitely leave me a comment below, because I definitely edit differently for kind of lifestyle influencer photos than I do for my regular portrait photography. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, definitely let me know. And as always, be sure to subscribe so that you can see my future videos. And thank you so much. Keep on shooting, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.